The tutorial. Today's tutorial is an introduction to texture painting for 3D modelers using Sculptris. Alright, so let's get started. Open up Sculptris. Alright, and you're going to use the sphere that's already there. Okay, now you see where it says texture? I want you to click on the texture icon and click new to add the textures that you've chosen for this project. Alright, you're just going to go and click new and open. New and open. There we go. One more. I think I'll choose sand. I think I'm going to need sand for some highlights. We're creating a simple planet, but we're using reptile, giraffe, fish, leaves, astronomy, elephant, and sand. And I forgot the E on giraffe, so don't kill me. Alright, so what we're doing here... What can I say? I'm sorry about that. There's going to be somebody out there that's going to notice that. What I'm going to be doing now is taking a cue from the great painters of the past, and I'm going to create an underpainting, which means whenever I do texture painting, I do an underpainting first. I choose something, a color or a texture, just to cover the entire surface first. Alright, for this one, I just chose lizard. Now remember, this is just, we're not doing anything too exact here with resolution and we're just using the defaults because this is for beginners. This is for people that, a lot of people, for example, I just started my tutorial channel. So a lot of people here are just beginners. And I'm catering to them. The further we go on in the tutorials, the more advanced and more precise they will become. And I want to take you through this as I'm going here. I chose another lizard, alright, texture. And what I'm doing now, I want you to pay attention to the properties of the brush as I go. Alright, the size, the strength, the hardness. The size is self-explanatory. The strength is the transparency. The hardness is kind of like the brush follow. Whether the brush is going to be like a hard on the edges or more feathery and blurry on the edges. So fiddle with that. This here is a jellyfish. I like jellyfish. I enjoy the undersea world and the oceans. And I think jellyfish have beautiful, beautiful skin textures. So I'm fiddling with that jellyfish skin texture right now. Here what I'm doing is I'm holding the mouse button down and I'm going to smear it to see what happens. Okay, and I encourage you to explore. So I'm like off the hoof here. Okay, this is the leaf. I'm taking a leaf texture now. Now remember, we're creating a planet, and to get back what I was saying about the old masters, is they would do a underpainting in burnt sienna or in browns or any other color, and then they would keep adding and adding transparent glazes, right? And this is kind of what we're doing here. What I want to do is create this planet to the point we're using all these unique textures, like this I believe is the Milky Way, all right, and create something really interesting. All these images, for example, you get from, for example, I got my images from Pixabay, public domain pictures.net, or if you do like a Google web search or any search engine, look for the licensed usage terms. I always go for the ones that say free to use and able to modify. Okay, looking pretty good right now. And if you notice, we can almost see what looks like Mars right there. I like that. I like that, how that's coming out right there. All right. But I have to kind of figure out what the heck I want to do now. Something is missing. And you know what that is? More texture. It's always going to be more. Another jellyfish. Yeah, this is another jellyfish texture. I really enjoy them. And I'm moving that around. And as you can see, we're kind of glazing, just like the old masters did. And it's kind of looking really nice. And the reason we wanted to start you guys off with something like a planet, because a planet is not as simple as it sounds. It has terrain. It has depth. Right? Like, for example, I'm going to add color here using a goldfish. This is a goldfish. But, for example, if I gave you a horse to do, or a dog and you made a mistake, you probably would kind of freak out a bit. But using a simple sphere and making a planet, you can get kind of fantasy. You can let your fantasy roll with you here. I chose the sand now because I'm ready to add highlights. Highlights you want to keep to kind of like the very end. Alright, this is kind of like adding a little bit of highlight to the planet here and there. We're kind of skirting through. And I'm thinking, what else do I need? Ah, cracks. I need more terrain. Alright, now we don't want anything uniform here. You know, planets and terrain it's not like a rubber stamp, okay? So fiddle with your size, fiddle with your strength of your brush, and remember to keep turning. Get used to, and I hate to sound zen with this, but become one with your sphere. We're almost done now, folks. And what I'm going to do is add more terrain with the elephant skin. Now remember, Control Z is your friend. If ever you get backed up or you make a mistake like I'm going to do right here, I'm like, oh my gosh, when you see it. There I am, I'm increasing the strength. Ah, that hurts. So I'm going to hit Control Z, it backs me right out of there. Thanks for watching this video, everybody. I hope you found it easy to follow along with. Remember, new videos are put up every Sunday. Please subscribe. And I'd like to help turn you on to great artists. And as always, stay strong, stay awesome.